Yeah.
What would you do? Face your butts to each other and be like, "How is it for you?"
No. Like, it would be facing away, and like, yeah. We would face our butts to each other, and we would sort of just wiggle.
Honestly, if I ever become a teacher in sex ed, and as long as the principal's not around, I'm gonna teach everything the wrong way.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be like, the way to have sex is you just face the back of each other and just go at it, just go ham, and then see what. Like, and honestly, be serious throughout the whole thing, because you know what the thing is, you're gonna know who watches porn in that room, because there's gonna be some people that are gonna look at you and like, wait, that's not how it's done. You're like, oh,
that's so true.
Exactly.
That's the paradox, man. It's the same as if you do like a gay porn. Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna catch you? Whoever catches you,
You've
by
outed
default
them.
they watch the gay porn.
Exactly.
Right? So it's like,
I've never done that,
hey man, I mean,
except every day.
we both know. I saw a TV show about it. It was like this dude who was, I think you were telling me about this. It was like gay for pay or something. It's like straight porn stars. They will get paid like top dollar to do.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
they do. Yeah. Because usually in the porn industry, women make more.
Right.
Which is backwards, right? Because in the normal economy and everything, they don't. But
oh yeah, whoa! I didn't think of that.
But here, because I mean, no one's like opens up porn and is like, I want to see what the guy's doing today.
Yeah.
Except unless you're like you roll that way, but most of the people don't, and so yeah, they get paid a lot more if you do gay scenes.
Man.
Yeah, how'd you think I afforded, to go to the movies yesterday? I'm just saying, man. But you want to hear a really funny incident that happened when I was in middle school?
What?
So we were having sex ed with Mrs. Milby.
Yeah.
That sounded the wrongest way to say that, by the way. But she was she was teaching the class sexual education in 8th grade, and so she gave us a lot of definitions that we had to look up.
Right.
And so we didn't know what these words meant at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew I had done it before, but I didn't know what the technical term was. So I was trying to look up the word ejaculation, and I couldn't find it. So I'm like, why can't I find ejaculation? Why is this so hard? I can't find ejaculation. And I was screaming it in class, right? But everyone else had already found that word, so they knew what it meant. But I didn't. Yeah. So I was getting angry and like screaming at the paper, and everyone was looking at me like I was the world's, like I was just messed up in the head. And Mrs. Milby's in the corner laughing. She doesn't even stop me. She lets me make an embarrassment of myself in 8th grade. And and then everyone just starts laughing, and I'm like, I don't get what's so funny, so I joined them. So now I'm joining in my own laughter. Like, everyone's making fun of me, and I'm like, ha, that's hilarious. But I didn't know they were making fun of me. Finally looked up the word, got all red. Okay, by the way, I got red face. Now, do you know how hard that is when you have brown skin? And I got red face. I was so embarrassed, and everyone was laughing at me, and they didn't let me live that down for the rest of the quarter.
Oh,
they're like,
my
Drew,
goodness.
you found your ejaculation. And she said it. She's like, Drew, did you find your ejaculation? First of all, she should go to jail for that, right?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I think I was below 18.
Yeah, that's a little messed up.
Yeah.
Why would she make you go look it up? She
made us look up a lot of words.
That's weird.
Like
that seems...
sperm, ejaculation, erection. I mean, I was just like, wow, this is...
Oh, man.
Yeah, she was... And I remember the first day, she's like, I'm not going to lie to you, class, but drugs are great.
She did not say that.
She did say, I swear to you, she said that.
She said that.
But in her defense, because I don't want her to like get in trouble, she was talking about caffeine, but she did a shitty ass job explaining it.
Right. Yeah.
She's like, I love it. I have it every day.
I love
And then
drugs.
she points at her coffee cup, and I'm like, what's in the cup? But yeah, I don't know. I can't.
She's like, it's cough syrup, bro. I'm about to drop a mixtape.
It's like, you guys better be ready for this.
It's
yeah, man.
Scissor. Okay.
That was the only time I ever had the birds and bee talk. My parents never really brought it up. I think they were just shy or embarrassed or something.
Dude, how did okay, at least for me, when I first found out about like sex, it was independent of my parents, obviously.
Same.
I mean, my parents would have never even hinted that. They're very like conservative. I've never seen my parents hug.
I don't know if that's conservative. I think there might be some problems.
You know, like, I know I'm their son, but, like, physically, I'm like, how? Because, like, I've never seen you guys even hug before. Like, how did you guys... Anyway, but,
oh my gosh.
No, when I actually found out, dude, I thought I broke my penis.
Oh my God.
I'm not even joking.
I know what you're talking about.
I thought I broke it. Like, at first, I didn't know how to do it. I think I was, like, 12. I was very young, and, like...
Amateur.
And, like, I didn't even know how to, like, search it. I didn't know what to search, because I didn't know what, like, porn was. I didn't know the word porn. I just wanted to see, like, naked ladies. I was just a little 12-year-old, little brown horn dog.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And, I remember searching up like breasts. I said breasts, and like I looked it up. I looked it up, and something happened down there. Some sort of magic happened, and when I first did it, it was like 12 years of not doing it. So it was just
built up.
Yeah, like
it's
12
like
years.
a fucking fire hydrant.
Yeah, I mean nowadays like it's
a leaky faucet.
Yeah, nowadays I can't close it.
At the
It's
rate
weird.
that I'm going,
Yeah.
it's just a non-stop little ebb and flow.
Dude, it's like I mean, if you save up, it builds up, right?
Oh yes.
But like nowadays, I feel like I can't go too long without without emptying the barrel.
Oh, you gotta.
You know, you gotta shoot up a few
No,
rounds.
it's kind of
every
like
now and
cows and the udder and the milk.
Exactly,
and shit.
dude.
Like
I
I
think-
mean, apparently now because they're so used to it, they get bigger. But like you were talking about, right? You know the searches when we were younger, they were so sophisticated, right?
It's true.
Like breast
It's
or
true.
unclothed women. Now we're like local slut does giant man or something, right? And like it's like wow, we've downgraded a little. Back then we were sophisticated because we were respectful. We're like
Yeah.
we're like woman casually removing an article of clothing. Now we're like slut
Dude.
rips off shirt.
Dude, I used to have like my wet dreams used to be like a freaking movie, dude. I used to have like a progression to it. There was a critical point. There
Yeah.
was like an end. It was everything.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, how much can I come in like 5 minutes
Yeah.
before I
Yeah.
go to work or some shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I just want to get this done now.
Yeah.
So weird.
Even my fantasies are probably very lame.
yeah,
at this
they're
point.
very my fantasies are not interesting at all.
Yeah,
anymore.
it's like, can I fix your toilet? Nope, now we're doing it. like, there's no,
How did we
there's no,
get
yeah,
here?
how did we get here? It's just like, apparently while I was trying to walk towards it, my clothes came off, but then
Shit.
they hid. So her and I were looking for it, and she bent over, and I was trying to help. It didn't work out.
I was trying to run a marathon and I ran right into her by accident. I was just doing lunges and
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
went
it
in, you know?
happens though. You know what you were talking about when you first did it after 12 years of not doing it?
Yeah.
So I think I started a little younger than that.
Yeah.
Like 4. But
Holy
no,
shit.
just kidding. But when I was younger, back then, like after you hit puberty, that's when sperm comes out.
Yeah.
So before then, I would just get a release, but nothing would come out.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because that's what happens, right? This is
Holy
actually a
shit.
problem. Hold on, guys. You have to hear this out. This is a problem that a lot of people had when they were younger, right? So they never knew what
Really?
sperm was. You just get that elated feeling, and then it rests and stops. There's nothing that comes out.
Wait, so you actually finished, but just nothing came
Nothing
out?
comes out, yeah, because you don't have sperm at that point. Like your body doesn't make it until you're a certain age, or it doesn't release it until you're a certain age, right?
Okay.
So get this though, this was a messed up part. The first day it happened, I
Wait,
thought I
so-
broke my dick.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I freaked. I was like, oh my god, I stopped doing it for like a week. But man, you gotta go back and you can't stop. It's like a fucking addiction. So not a week, it was like a month. Okay, at that age it was like a month. But
No, dude, I knew right away this was gonna be in my life forever.
yeah,
Like-
I'm like, who doesn't want this
I did
feeling
it.
of elatedness?
Dude, I freaked out for a good 30 minutes because I was like, so much is coming out. Like I'm scared. And then after 30 minutes, I was like, I think I'll probably be okay. I don't think I'll die. I'm gonna go ahead and try this again tomorrow. See if I can see if I can do this better.
But dude, no. Hear this part, okay? So for 2 years, I kept thinking my dick was broken, right? And then
Dang.
finally in 8th grade, when we were talking about sex ed,
I
okay?
forgot you did this when you were really young.
Yeah, hear me out. When we were in sex ed, right?
Yeah.
She started talking about this white fluid that comes out, and I was the one kid in class. I was like, oh, thank God! And it was so embarrassing. But dude, I was the world's stupidest kid back then. Like I think I made the biggest fool out of myself in my whole life during that 1 year. But then my teacher looks at me and she's like,
Fuck.
but at that point I'm like, if no one figured it out now, then you're never gonna know that I did it. But it was just it was so bad. But when she explained it, you know that relief you get, and when you
Yeah.
get that relief, you just get so happy you don't realize what you're saying.
Sure.
And I did that, and that's why I was like, oh, thank
I
God.
get it. You were genuinely worried about
I was
yourself.
cause the whole time I'm like, even if I was worried, I was still doing it because I'm an idiot. But
Right, of course.
oh my God, the first time though, do you know how scary that is when you go from doing it for a year without ever having anything come out, and then the sperm comes out, and you literally think you broke your dick because it's not the color that you used to pee.
Dude,
It'd be like if you took a shit and it was rainbow colored, and you're like, this doesn't look normal. I support gay rights, but what the hell? I didn't think it was like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you see the LGBTQ community is like, our plan's working.
Holy shit, you're the one. You have to lead us all.
Neo, where are you running? It's like, I took the blue pill. You run away.
I took the rainbow-colored pill.
Oh my God, we took a little bit of a diversion from the birds and bees.
Yeah, so anyway, Billy, if you're wondering about sex, I think this should teach you a lot. No, I think I think nowadays at least, sex is I don't know. Sex is very common now. It's at least back when my parents were raised. You know, it was like the hippies and all that movement. So like during that time, I know that like people were there was a sexual revolution, as they say. Before then, it was very conservative, and then all of a sudden, a lot of people were having sex, open sex, and then STDs came about from that. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
The origin. So yeah, Billy, you should, if you're gonna. I really hope you're older than 18, because if you are, then I guess this will pertain to you. Take what you got from it. All right. Anyway.
Wait, but before we move on a little bit, I think it's important, if any parents are listening to this, don't do what our previous generation did. I mean, yeah, we were lucky enough to go out there and research, quotation marks, on our own, but I think it's important to have this conversation, because a lot of the times, people believe in abstinence, right? And if they do, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, parents do.
Sure.
And because no one wants to, like, know that their kid's going out and, shacking it up. But you have to realize that that's the nature of things, and that's going to happen no matter what you try to do. And I think it's important that, like, we had jokes, that's great and all, but just to get that one idea out, talk with your kids about it. There's statistics done on this where, like, parents that don't talk about this and tell their kids that they can never have sex, the kids are going to go out and do it. When your parents told you couldn't do something, what did you do? You wouldn't sit there and be like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. No, you'd be like, fuck you, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And so it's just better to talk about it, show preventive measures, and that's why, European companies, right? Mm-hmm. Not companies, sorry, European countries, they actually have a healthier sex rate. Like, kids younger than 18 actually go out and, have sex, but way less birth rate, because their programs are tailored towards letting kids know the risk and the benefits.
Okay,
here,
education.
Yeah, because if you look at states like Alabama, Mississippi, and all these places, they don't actually have. Some of the programs don't believe in educating about sex. They just say it's bad, don't do it. You're gonna get this. That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna create repressed kids.
Yeah, or kids that will
don't repress your kids, because that's only gonna make them go even worse.
Yeah, if you ever want your kids to share with you, then you have to be able to be open.
Okay with it. You gotta accept them and know that your life is not their life, and that they're gonna grow up different than you did.
Hope my parents are listening to this.
Yeah, so Mr. and Mrs. Patel, please have a talk with your son about this.
It's gonna be like 100,000 Patels, like, going to their kids. What happened? What the hell?
Yeah.
Why did you say this?
If there's any Patels, any Shahs, any what else? Any Kumars coming out there, go ahead and talk to your kids about this. I'm sure they're itching to talk to you about this as well.
That's not a joke about STIs.
Yeah, talk to them before they really start itching down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the second question.
Yes.
All right, so this is from watch it. This is gonna be really fucking impressive. I'm gonna read this. This is from Gail. Gail from Ann Arbor, Michigan, writes this question. Hey guys.
Hey.
Love the podcast. I'm a fan, even though I haven't heard it yet. But I think you guys are A100. I think we're grade A.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like the steak sauce.
Like the steak sauce. I think we're A1. A1 sugar boy. Anyway, yeah. Dude, do you want to do the question? I don't even remember this question.
Yeah, I will. So Gail, basically, Ann Arbor, we'll let that go for all the people that live in Ohio, because I fucking hate Gail right now. But going back to what Gail was saying, Gail's actually asking about friends with benefits. Mm. Basically, Gail was wondering if that's ever a real possibility. Not the stuff that, we see in, like, those movies, but more of the fact that, can that actually happen in today's society, in, like, today's lifetime? And
well, yeah, we know it's gonna happen. I guess she's asking, like, how does it happen?
Can it be 100%? Yeah, exactly. And it's about a coworker that Gail works with currently.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to hear, because we're professionals, so she wants to know what we think about it. I mean, I've been with plenty of ladies. I I hang out with my mom all the time.
Yeah, Drew's number of ladies that Drew has been with is it's astronomical. It's been in, like, what?
Wait, is that a fat joke?
No. No.
I might err on the heavy side, but hey, more cushion for the pushing.
Exactly. I mean, just me alone, the number of ladies I've been with is
on one hand. You can count it on one hand.
One hand, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot, Like 4, 3?
Come on. Let's be honest here.
I mean, if you count holding hands.
Oh, but then I'm at like 8.
I'm actually even lower than I was before.
Oh,